Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Strider. We're on a boss fight. It seems like might be a difficult one. So, a lot of pattern recognition here fighting Tornado, General Miller's machine. I don't know what I'm really supposed to do other than probably just avoid damage. Like, until he decides to zoom in and attack, and then when he does that I'm gonna try and do as many of these things here and use my entire energy bar of option C. There we go. So now that those things are not firing at me, I can just focus on this helmet, which is kind of a difficult place to deal with. Alright, so now that these are on the field and we've hit like phase 2, I want to use as many of these as possible to clear these burning things off the ground. But here's the problem with doing that. I don't have any energy. I guess I could try and break his metal hands. I hadn't tried that before. Alright, next time he attacks I'll try and break his metal hands. Alright, so break these metal hands. Come on. I'm trying to just run control here and also not totally die in the process. Ah, it does break his metal hands. Good. So, on the second try we've learned something new. It seems like you can kind of stay away from these guys, but assuming you don't run into problems. I'm at half health, and he is at quarter health, but I would argue that there's... Oh look, there's a collectible up there. I'd have to... Alright. There we go. Jump and shoot. Yeah, I cannot reach that collectible. Oh well. That's not something we should be concerned about. I took out a massive amount of his health there. If you didn't notice, he is now down to about a quarter of his health. And now he's dead. It only took me 2 tries, so this wasn't that hard of a boss after all. Just figuring out the tricks. It's a reflect knife, for your information. Let's see, I've got to figure out how to get on the walls. Usually, your ninja characters slice bullets in half, they don't reflect them back. Alright. Where are we going now? I think I failed to collect something. Here we go. Explosive Cypher. Enhanced damage for Cypher strikes causes the enemies to catch fire. Charged attacks can make enemies explode. Press on the right stick to select plasma type. So, I've only had D-pad up this whole time, I think. And it changes that second bar. So it's been red. We did unlock the reflectability, but it overwrit the default ability. Now we have the gold. Alright. Good to know. Is there any reason to go to... Well, there was a couple things I missed, but... I don't know. You just need to hit these gold doors to open them. You don't have to blow them up. And the charge attack does a nice bit of damage. So I don't know if this is worth your effort. And if you're on a different... If you're on a different blade, it doesn't change anything else, really. So, this would drive me crazy if I didn't break this doorway. So the red guys now burn and get killed in 2 strikes. So we're back to where we were before. Still not a lot of reason to fight these guys, though. The only reason I'm coming here is to run around in circles and see if I can get a few collectibles I missed. All this concept art you don't ever get to see. It's like not in the pause screen. That's the weird part. Why not just have it there? So people like me, assuming there's not a ton of people like me that never exit a menu and play a game all the way from beginning to end and just leave games running on PC. But it's not an insignificant number of people that play that way either. Come to think of it, I think there probably is a decent number of people that play exactly like that. They want to stay within the story. They don't want to be broken out to a menu. They don't want to see load screens. So I guess we'll get no more of his corny communist propaganda. Which, I mean, we weren't getting any of that anyways. It's been quite a while since we've been in the area to hear any of that. Where are we going? To the right? There's still one door type that I can't unlock that we've seen. At least we can take out these gold things, these gold shields. I was getting a little worried. Nothing here, apparently. And it wants me to go this way, so let's go ahead and take a moment. Seems like we could run back this way. That's still kunai range upgrade. having a faster range on the kunai, further range on the kunai, is probably going to be helpful. Explosive kunai. Explosive plasma enhanced kunai attacks with added damage. Press right stick on the plasma type and then use B or right trigger to throw. Alright, so now the kunai do more damage. Doesn't that just seem like really way too easy? Like these things now stick to walls. They're those explosive darts that we were seeing before. Do they open this? Yes, they do. Interesting. 60% of the items acquired in this area. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like you can easily stack the kunai. Right. So, I'm like that pyro there. Have I put enough kunai on him to... Go ahead and activate that door. Let's see, yeah, I hit that guy with a lot of kunai. And I still needed more. There is a pretty quick turn on this though. Like after doing 1 or 2 rooms of fighting these guys, I am bored with it. I'm ready to move on to the next room and not fight enemies. And sadly, for the most part, the next room you enter is just gonna have more enemies, maybe one more than what you had before. And now we're loading into the research facility, which 0% of items collected here. And these guys are like aquamarine. There's way too much concept art. I don't know if that says anything about a game though. I've never really thought about it. If a game has a ton of concept art. We're introduced to a new character. Yeah, this so feels like this should have been like a 20-hour game or more. That being said, I keep giving the feedback that I'm getting bored with fighting the same enemies over and over again. So the core mechanic of just beating on the controller and slashing people isn't that fun. It is from that old style of video game that doesn't work these days. That being said, Skyrim is, for the most part, a game where you just press a button over and over again, fighting the same enemies over and over again. It's in the storytelling and the interesting sort of variety of quests. I guess maybe that would help if there was a quest system in this, something that said take this from point A to point B, And as a ninja, him smuggling messages wouldn't be out of character. Yeah. Yeah, even if there was a just save the citizen feature where somebody is in danger and you have to find them on the map, that would personalize a lot more collectibles. Anything besides these concept art things. Well, what I guess the deal with the concept art, come to think of it, is they probably placed when making games, and this is how I would make a game with any kind of pickups. You'd probably have some low-level game designers place pickup items throughout the game, and then through your game testing you would find the ones that are the hardest to find, that most players don't bother to find and don't bother to collect, or you just find the ones that you particularly find. And apparently we're recovering option B. You just take the ones that you think are in a nice place. Alright, this is a panther jump, so I can't go anywhere with that until I have the panther run ability. And so if there was gonna be some other kind of thing to pick up, something that who knows what it could have been, and that never got added to the game, what you would find is an instance. Interesting. So there is another cell door. Well, you would find a lot of concept art items and such available. I find it odd that the kunais don't seem to, when I have explosive kunais on, they don't seem to work as well. So if I want a bouncy kunais, I've got to turn off the explosive blade. Well, that kind of stinks. That totally tells you that like the ability. Oh, a new boss already?
You may have bested many on your quest, Strider. Unfortunately, logic, odds, and science are against you.
He seems not to have any legs.
I'm afraid your journey ends here.
Brainwalker, Zane Project version 2. This thing is already dead. I just threw a bunch of explosive things at it. That was too easy. Yeah, so I would say if you start seeing a severely large amount of concept arts and things that are particularly not built around the gameplay, pickup as far as pickups. Oh, this is just one of those doors. Does that mean it's permanently open now? Are there two soldiers back there just scouring in fear? Cowering in fear? I guess. I might as well just take these guys, avoid them all. We're going down to option B. I'm not exactly sure what option B could be offering as far as a function. So this is a different transversal puzzle. Thanks, game. That was really fair. Let's face it though. I've played a lot of games that weren't particularly fair. I've played a lot of games that have done stuff like this where it really is just a trick to... I guess I could be using my... Yeah. You slowly fall down when you have this as an option. And where do we want to go? Let's go down this way. Yet another style of door, although that may not be a door that can ever be opened. Refill your health. Maybe on hard mode these don't work at all. That would certainly change things. I'm not sure I can actually make it through this. I guess the trick here is to fall slowly until you're certain you have the right angle. Yeah, I'm really not enjoying getting knocked around through doors. They should have just programmed the doors to not respond at all. Oh man. There we go, we collected a beacon run. And I suppose my scarf changes color. Ooh, I just realized that. Interesting. And what are we doing? We're zooming out. We were supposed to be way up here. So we're either taking the difficult route or we're taking the right route. Let's hope this works.
Test program begin.
So are these people getting teleported, or are they holograms, or like?
Test program complete. Processing data.
So we've got another gauntlet section. Right.
Test program commence.
Interesting. Two with one shot there. Am I missing things? I don't think I am. It seems like there might be an area over that way that will unlock later. And they're doing a nice job of not just having it be the same line of dialogue each time. Test program commence, test program launch. But it's really in the writing that's lacking. Wow. And now I am in this, you killed so many creatures, you're in the hyper mode, which doesn't really happen. I don't know if that's usually because I kill things fast enough, or there's just only until recently has there been enough enemies to... We'll take another few of these. These guys aren't hard. There you go. So, just instead of going downward on a gauntlet, we're going upward on a gauntlet. You can definitely feel that they were trying to have a more elongated experience. By doubling things up, following the pretty standard methodology of mirroring, which is not done just in video games, it's also done in movies, musicals, all kinds of forms of entertainment. But here it just feels really, really repetitive. Queen Mother of the West. Wow, that totally killed me. So she sounds like she's somebody she knows.
You didn't really believe the winds would allow you to survive, did you?
Repeated attempts bore no fruit.
Lord Mayo, we have ordered your execution. But you will pay for the death of my students.
Interesting. Alright. So that does one. And now that we're done with that, like, look how I can fight now compared to her. So it's one character. It's one character that with all the abilities. Like, I can just sit here and wait for the most part. Like, one of these red dots will hurt me, but that's kind of it. Alright. Alright. I may die here. Like, if there was just a faster way to fill up my energy. Because this is kind of crazy. I almost got her. Like, the gravity stuff. Like, oh man. Maybe I'm supposed to dash into her. Maybe I'm supposed to shoot something at her. I just don't know. We're not too far away from beating her though, so it's just gonna be another one of those fights. You know, 30% of our items have been acquired in this area. The game is at 46.2% completion. I would argue maybe we are a lot further because storyline wise we are fighting the final of the Four Winds, which were the first bosses. We've already fought the Russian guy general that was supposed to be in charge, so maybe we'll fight him again. Maybe we'll fight the bounty hunter again. Maybe we'll fight all four of the Four Winds the second time, and then the Emperor. But fights come so quickly, it's not like that's gonna be another 5 hours of gameplay. I think we're a lot further than we think. When you look at the world map, maybe I haven't been to the military headquarters and the tower and above Kazakhstan City, which I imagine that might just be the end of the game and not even much of a map. So there's like 3 more sections, and we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, maybe we're 2/3 of the way done. It's hard to tell. Of course, we could also have the problem of spending a lot of time and a lot of effort just trying to beat this boss. But we'll have to find that out in the next recording. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.